Build anything with GLM 4.7. Here's how. You're wasting hours watching tutorials that don't teach you how to actually build stuff. You're stuck copying and pasting code that breaks the second you try to customize it. You're missing out on the model that's beating Claude Sonnet on real-world coding tasks. GLM 4.7 dropped on December 22nd, and it changes everything about how we build with AI. Hey, I'm Ava, and today I'm showing you exactly how to use GLM 4.7 to build complete working applications from a single prompt. Not theory, not maybes, actual workflows you can implement right now. Here's what most people don't understand about GLM 4.7. This isn't just another language model, this is the first open source model that actually thinks before it acts. Let me break that down. GLM 4.7 has 355 billion total parameters, but only uses 32 billion at a time. That's MOE architecture. Mixture of experts. What that means for you is frontier-level performance without the massive costs. You're getting Claude-level coding at a fraction of the price, but here's what makes it different. GLM 4.7 has 3 thinking modes: interleaved thinking, preserved thinking, and turn-level thinking. Stay with me because this matters. Interleaved thinking means the model pauses before every action to reason out loud. It's not just generating code, it's thinking through the logic before it writes anything. This reduces hallucinations when you're debugging complex workflows. Preserved thinking is even better. Most models restart from scratch every single turn. They forget the decisions they made 3 responses ago. GLM 4.7 remembers. It keeps all its reasoning blocks across your entire conversation. So when you're building something complex over multiple turns, it maintains context and consistency. Turn-level thinking lets you control the reasoning budget per interaction. Simple syntax question: turn off thinking to save tokens and get faster responses. Complex debugging task: crank it up for maximum accuracy. This is why it scored 87.4 on the TAU² bench. That's the highest score among all open source models. It beat every competitor on interactive tool use. Now let me show you what vibe coding actually means, because this is where GLM 4.7 gets interesting. Most coding models just spit out functional code. It works, but it looks terrible. You spend hours tweaking CSS, adjusting layouts, fixing spacing. GLM 4.7 generates clean, modern UI right out of the box. They tested presentation generation. GLM 4.6 had 52% compatibility for 16:9 slides. GLM 4.7 jumped to 91%. You can literally take the output and use it immediately without manual adjustments. For web pages, it understands layout hierarchy, color harmony, component styling. Now, if you're trying to figure out which AI tasks are actually worth automating versus which ones waste your time, there's a community called AI Profit Boardroom. 1,800 members all focused on learning AI together and sharing what actually works. They discuss which workflows save time versus which ones waste it. The community shares real use cases and practical implementations. If you're serious about using AI to improve your work and skills, check it out. Link in description. Let me show you 3 specific workflows where GLM 4.7's capabilities really shine. Workflow 1, meeting action items extraction. You record a meeting, upload the transcript. GLM 4.7 pulls out every single action item, assigns them to the right people, sets deadlines, and formats everything into a task management system. It maintains context across the entire transcript. If someone references a decision made 20 minutes earlier, the model connects those dots. Workflow 2, support ticket triage. You're getting hundreds of support tickets every day. GLM 4.7 reads each one, categorizes by urgency and topic, identifies which team should handle it, and drafts initial responses. Because it has preserved thinking, it remembers patterns from previous tickets. If 10 customers mention the same bug, it flags that as a priority issue. Workflow 3, document summarization with structure, not just a basic summary. GLM 4.7 extracts key points, identifies action items, highlights decisions made, and notes any open questions. Then it organizes everything into sections that make sense. You're not just getting condensed text, you're getting a structured breakdown you can actually use. Now here's the part most tutorials skip. How do you actually run this thing? You have 3 options: API access, cloud deployment, or local deployment. API access is easiest. You can use Z.AI directly or go through OpenRouter. OpenRouter gives you one unified API for multiple models. You write your code once, swap models with a single parameter change. They have a free tier for testing. For local deployment, GLM 4.7 is fully open source, available on Hugging Face and Model Scope. You can run it with VLLM, SGLANG, Ollama, or Llama.cpp. The full model needs 400 gigs of disk space, but the Unsloth Dynamic 2-bit GGUF reduces that to 134 gigs. That's 75% smaller with minimal accuracy loss. Now let's talk benchmarks, because this is where GLM 4.7 really shines. 73.8% on SWE-bench verified. That's a 5.8% jump from GLM 4.6. SWE-bench tests real-world software engineering tasks, multi-file projects, complex debugging, the kind of stuff you actually do at work. 66.7% on SWE-bench multilingual. 12.9% improvement. If you work in multiple programming languages, this matters. The model handles Python, JavaScript, Java, everything with consistent quality. 41% on Terminal Bench 2.0, 16.5% improvement. This tests terminal-based workflows, command line operations, system-level tasks, the stuff that breaks most AI models. 84.9 on LiveCodeBench v6. This is higher than Claude Sonnet 4.5. LiveCodeBench evaluates how models handle evolving code requirements. When specifications change mid-project, can the model adapt? GLM 4.7 can. On the code arena, where over 1 million developers participate in blind tests, GLM 4.7 ranks first among all open source models, first among all models developed in China. This isn't theoretical performance. This is developers voting with their actual usage. Here's what makes this even more interesting. GLM 4.7 works natively with the coding agents you're already using. Claude Code, Klein, RuCode, Tray, Kilo Code. You don't need to learn new tools. Just swap the model in your config file. Let me give you a practical example. Building an interactive mini-game. Some developers tested GLM 4.7 by asking it to build Plants vs. Zombies and Fruit Ninja from scratch. The model broke down game mechanics, designed the architecture, wrote the physics engine, created the rendering system, implemented user controls, and debugged edge cases, all autonomously. The games actually worked on first run. That's task completion, not code snippet generation. If you're looking to dive deeper into AI tools and actually implement them in your work, I recommend AI Profit Boardroom. Over 1,800 people learning how to use AI effectively. Everyone shares real experiences. What's working, what's not, which tools are worth your time, which ones to skip. No hype, just solid information and practical guidance from people doing the work. Link in description if you want to check it out. If you want the full process, SOPs, and 100+ AI use cases like this one, join the AI Success Lab. Links in the comments and description. You'll get all the video notes from there, plus access to our community of 38,000 members who are crushing it with AI. GLM 4.7 represents something significant in the AI space. It's the first open source model that genuinely competes with proprietary options for production work. You can run it locally. You own the weights. You control the deployment. No vendor lock-in, no usage caps. The model was released December 22nd. The community is actively discovering new use cases and sharing optimization techniques. If you implement this now, you're ahead of the curve. Test GLM 4.7 against whatever you're currently using. Measure the actual results, time saved, code quality, features delivered. Let the data guide your decisions. Links to everything are in the description. GLM 4.7 documentation, Hugging Face repo, local deployment guides, and the AI Profit Boardroom and AI Success Lab if you want structured learning and community support. Go build something.